Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and I'm here with a review of Evolings on Steam. Now, I may have pronounced that name wrong, I do apologise, but this game was released on the 21st of September 2023, developed by Sorb and published by Super Rare Originals and Gamer Sky Games. And I was lucky enough to be sent a copy of the game to do this review, so huge thank you for that. Now, this is a fun mix of genres. It mixes roguelike gaming, turn-based RPG combat, and sort of monster collecting, as in like Pokemon, into one fun yet cute little game. Now, in this game, you battle your way through a selection of different chapters. So there's 3 chapters to the game. Each one has a selection of paths as you work your way through the map. And at the end of each chapter, there is a boss to defeat. Now, you start the game by picking one of a random selection of Evolings, which are little monsters. And they're all cute, cuddly looking things. They've all got different abilities, perks, stuff like that. And then you start. Now, all these maps are procedurally generated, as all good roguelikes are, so it's always random where you're going to go. And on this map, there are a variety of different places you can choose to pick. Some of them are battles, some of them are stores, some of them are random and don't know what you're going to pick. Some of them are like level ups, which you basically level up your little creatures. And other ones gain you more creatures as well, and you end up with a nice little party. Now, combat basically sees you fighting off in turn-based fashion, very similar to like Pokemon or like classic sort of Final Fantasy style games, against other enemies. Now, when one of your little fighting troop dies, they are gone. That's it, they are out of the game. When you run out of all of them, your run ends. So that's where the sort of roguelike aspect comes into it. So it's all about building a team of these little Evolings to basically be able to defeat whatever's thrown at you. Maybe have some for damage, some that heal, some that do defense abilities and stuff like that. Some of the little creatures have sort of area of effect attacks that will attack multiple enemies. All that sort of interesting style gameplay, but on like a quicker roguelike run-through scale. Now, there's also a whole host of items to find and use with your Evolings, and there's also like an encyclopedia to fill once you come across and find all of these different types, and there's a ton of them to find in the game. Now, there's also shiny and super shiny versions as well to find of them. There's all sorts of stuff, and I quite like it. It's very simple in what it's trying to do, but it's fun to just blitz through a run or two. Now, I must admit, the first area seems quite difficult. Once you get through like the first area, if you can get past the first boss, I feel like it's a much easier game to play, or like a run going forward. Now, while the game is easy to pick up and play, once you die, there isn't a lot of this sort of permanent meta progression. You basically get more cash or like an item to start with, compared to if you were just going in blind, which isn't a huge amount. I don't think it helps you that much, but because the runs are so short, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Now, I did like the variations in the different enemies you'll find, but because of like the randomly generatedness of the maps, sometimes your run is a washout within the first couple of moves, because it's just not going to play out to you, and it's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's not the end of the world, but it's all about restarting it, trying again. And while the gameplay loop will get old after a couple of hours, it is still really fun and enjoyable. And it's got a great soundtrack and a great art style. And there's even a Hall of Fame for when you complete all 3 acts, which I thought was a nice touch. Now, the game is available right now. It's priced at £4.99. It's got Steam achievements and full controller support as well, and it is Steam Deck compatible verified. So this is a really fun game that I could highly recommend playing on the Steam Deck, just in short bursts. Fantastic. So check it out. It's available right now. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.